Hello, YouTube, and hello, TikTok. It is Juva 3 Alexander, and you guys know what time it is. It is time for the Purpose Conversation. And tonight, oh my gosh, I'm so in need of a purpose conversation midweek break. Oh goodness gracious. It's only been 3 days, but I feel like it's been 5 to 7 already. It has been action packed, but you know what? It's been busy, but it has definitely I must admit it's been purposeful because sometimes you could just be busy and you don't get anything accomplished. Your girl has been busy, but she's been getting some things done. So, you know how we do. Go ahead and invite some people on in here. If you see me coming across your live feed, I already told y'all to go ahead and invite some people and to come on in, come on in, come on in. So, if you would, tonight, tonight, I have a really amazing woman. I'm going to share all about how I met this most incredible beauty and multi-passionate, multi-purpose woman. Oh my goodness. Her name is Carla, Carla M. Jordan. Carla has she has a lot of talents, but this one particular talent, or actually she was able to incorporate several of them. But she started her business. She started a brand called Jon-Luc, and you guys have seen the advertisement on Facebook. You've seen it on Instagram. You've seen it on TikTok. You guys know how I love to do my little TikToks and love to have my videos. But this particular guest, she is a costume. She's a costumer. She's a designer for her company, Jon-Luc. She is definitely a model. She is absolutely amazing, and her name is Carla. We are going to dig into her business, what she's up to, how she got started. But I want to tell you once again to come on into the room. Invite your friends, like and share, tag somebody. This is a public post, so come on in and engage. For those that are watching via TikTok, again, hello, my TikTok friends. You can catch me and Carla so you can see both of us instead of just seeing me. You can check us out on Facebook Live. Just go to the Purpose Conversation page and you will be able to see both of us. And you can check me out on YouTube Live. I'm currently running YouTube Live right now, and that is up under Juva, Juva, Threat, spelled just like threat, Alexander, the Juva Threat Alexander page. But let's get started. Carla, an amazing woman, a costumer, um, multi-talented. I cannot wait for you guys to meet her and for us to just dig in. I see a couple of you coming on into the room, so let's do just a little bit more. And maybe I need to go to Facebook. I'll go to Facebook and I'll go ahead and I'll make sure that I invite some more people. But in the meantime, y'all just come on in, come on in, come on in. All right. You know how I love to always have like a theme song, because y'all know I love music. If there's one thing that I have a taste for all sorts of music, and music absolutely speaks to me, and it does something to me. I love to sing and I love to dance. I did not say that I can sing. You know, as a matter of fact, I love to say that I make a joyful noise because singing isn't necessarily my gift, but I do love good music. So, but tonight's theme song, it is to embrace some powerful, strong people, some overcomers. And I actually heard this song a few weeks ago. Well, actually, I've heard it before. It's by Pink. It's called The Fight Song. You guys know that October is Breast Cancer Awareness, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. But the theme song for tonight is Pink's Fight Song. And if you would, let's do, you know how we do. Let's go ahead and let's do a drum roll, please. And let's do a warm welcome for Carla Jordan. In five, four, three, two, one. Where is Carla? Hey, a lot of fight left in me.
I love the
I
theme
love it.
song.
I love it.
Absolutely love it.
Absolutely. And Pink is my girl. Pink is my girl. But that song is so fitting. Uh, welcome to the Purpose Conversation, Carla.
Thank you for
Thank you.
having me.
My absolute pleasure. Now, a few weeks ago, well, actually, it's been a while because it's been like a couple of months. I've been, we've been tagging each other. I'm like, we're playing tag now. I'm like, hey,
Mhm.
Carla, I want you to come onto the show. And, I was going to have you on a while back ago, but one of the things, and it's so funny because now people are blowing up my phone. My aunt, whom you met, my aunt Peach, she's like, send me the link to the purpose conversation.
Uh-huh.
They are so funny. I don't know what to do with these people. I don't know what to do with my little family, honey. But everybody's like, now they're like, hey, show me how to get in here. So I'm gonna take a couple of seconds, which I don't normally do. Like, okay, let me share this live, but apparently I need to share it because they don't know what to do. They don't know how to get here. So anyway, I think I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna have to try to help them out. But I do see that I have some purpose friends in here already. So I'm going to say hello to my purpose friends. Hello, 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 purpose friends on Facebook, YouTube, and of course TikTok. Again, TikTok, if you want to see Carla and I together, then you're going to have to come over to the Purpose Conversation Facebook page. I'm live right now, right there. Or go over to the YouTube channel, Juva 3 Alexander, and you can find us there, Carla and I. So tonight we are going to talk a little bit of purpose, Carla. First of all, how are you doing? How has your week been so far? What have you been up to?
Oh my goodness. It has been off to a really great start. Um, just diligently working. My mind is going, thinking, working on the winter line. I'm getting ready to do some things with Savvy Kids. So I'm creating a winter line to do with them and their magazine. So I'm excited about that because that's a fun little group of girls. So that's something to really look forward to. And I just loaned out some things for a celebrity stylist to do a shoot with a celebrity. I can't really mention it just yet, but it's going to be
Okay.
in Times Square. It's going to be on a billboard in Times Square. So I'm real excited. Jon-Luc will be on Times Square. So
Oh,
I'm
girl.
looking forward to that too.
Oh
So
my
a couple
goodness.
of big things happening coming down that were pretty exciting this week, and it's
Okay,
just
okay.
Wednesday.
Yes, goodness. Yes, goodness. Well, I need to say congratulations to you because I know you are a boy mom, but
Yes,
recently you have become a are you calling yourself grandma? Are you calling yourself what do you call what are you calling
Gigi.
yourself?
It will
Gigi.
definitely be Gigi.
You
Yes,
are now a Gigi and
yes,
you have a grand princess.
yes. Baby Zara.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Babies are. And if anyone deserves to have a granddaughter, oh my goodness. You have so you first of all, you because you've been a boy mom, you have so many industry daughters. And
Yeah.
for you to finally to have your grand princess, that is like that's absolutely just too cute. So I'm
Right.
absolutely excited for you. So
Thank you.
congratulations on the baby.
Thank you.
Sorry, I was like, oh my gosh, Carla done got her a granddaughter. This little girl here. First of all, she's gonna be
Did
named
you
after
see the Diamond Pacifier?
the Diamond Pacifier. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my
Did you make
goodness.
that?
Or
Did you make it or
crystals.
did you
Oh,
find that one?
just too much.
Did you find that or is that one of your works? Did you do that?
I found that online.
Oh,
It was
oh my gosh.
crystal and custom made with the pearl background. It was just
Oh
gorgeous.
yes.
Just
And she's
gorgeous.
just gorgeous. She's just gorgeous. That poor little girl, honey. Honey, honey, honey. she's about to be well, she's probably already rotten, but
Rotten.
it's in a beautiful way. So yeah,
Yes.
we'll take that. We will take it.
Yeah. We'll
So
take it.
yeah, absolutely. We'll take it. All right. I'm sitting up here trying to, on the low, trying to send this link to my aunt and to my people that sit up here asking, girl, they know they showing now. They should have done all this earlier. I don't even know what on earth I should have done with them. But anyway, I done got it to them. And hopefully they'll go ahead and check on in. But anyway,
Mhm.
Carla, because this is a purpose conversation, we're going to talk
Mhm.
purpose. If you would, could you tell me, what does purpose look like to you?
Mm. Purpose looks like to me your being of existence. Like all of the gifts that God has given you manifesting into your daily life, whether
Hmm.
it's sowing into people, sowing into your family, your businesses, your jobs, whatever it is, it got to be something that you're sowing into your
Okay.
life. It has to be manifesting somehow from gifts that you were given.
Okay.
Um, and some can be even a little bit deeper. And they're actually walking around with purpose down in them, but they just don't know how to get it out or how to define it, if that makes sense.
Oh, that makes
But
absolutely perfect sense. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely perfect sense. A lot of times I agree with your definition, by the way. And a lot of times people do have purpose that's just kind of laying dormant inside of them. And
mhm,
they have no idea. And I thank God, because I'm like, I know that this is part of the the purpose that he has for me, is to be able to to share with people how to pull that thing out. you
right,
know I say that I'm the purpose pusher, because I will push the purpose girl.
right,
Yeah.
right, right.
now be-
Absolutely.
Now, because I know that you are multi passionate and multi talented and all that good stuff, because I know this about you. Um, could you tell me, when you were a little girl, though, Carla, when you were a little girl, what did you want to
Mhm.
be when you grew up?
So initially, when I was a little girl, I actually used to set a lot of things on fire, Juva.
What?
I
What?
did. I really did. I have
Oh,
to admit
Carla.
it because my parents are probably tuned in, so I gotta confess that. I
Oh
was a
my
little
goodness.
fire setter. So, and I was fascinated with fire trucks, the whole fire scene. So a part of me always wanted to be on that fire truck. And then that girly part of me was always drawing and creating clothes, and the way I would dress, it drove my parents crazy because I always had that on gloves. My jewelry would be down to my shoes. I had boots
Yes.
on with my dresses. It was like you would have thought I was Cyndi Lauper, Madonna, and Boy George all in one outfit. And so
Oh my
I
God.
it was a combination of those two, a fashion designer and a firefighter. And I went upon graduation from high school, that is what I went to college for, was the fashion design. I went to Balder
Okay.
in Fort
Okay.
Lauderdale. And then once I returned back home from Balder, I was diagnosed with cancer, and I was given, like, I was given initially a little short time to live,
Oh
and I
wow.
had to fight.
Yes.
So once I survived, I beat it. I said,
Yeah.
you know what? Let me just do what everything I want to do now,
Yes.
and I set out to be the firefighter too. So I was like, okay, let's do it. And I just happened to go out and try, and I beat out like 5,000 people. They had 14 positions, and the guy just happened to hire 7 females at one time, and I was one of those 7, one of the first 7. that they had ever hired. So I made history,
Oh
and
my
I was a firefighter. So I actually got to do both.
And you did it.
I
Yeah,
did it.
yeah, you did it both. And I remember being in absolute awe because I believe it was in a magazine where I saw you in your firefighter costume. I was like,
Mhm.
oh my gosh. At first, I thought initially, I said, well, Carla, and she posed as a firefighter because I know that you model. But then to find out that this lady is actually a firefighter, that just blew my mind. I love the fact that you had me a little nervous at first when you said you were fascinated by fire, as a little one, because I do know, unfortunately, I know some fire bugs, and their passion did not become a firefighter, but to set fires. But anyway,
Mhm.
nevertheless, just to see how you were able to have all of that to just materialize. And it's absolutely fascinating. You said one thing. You said that you were a survivor, you were an overcomer of cancer. This being breast cancer awareness, one of the things when we finally landed on, okay, I'm gonna have you on the show. I said, hey Carla, hey, October is breast cancer awareness.
Right.
And I would love for you to come on. You were like, yes. And
Mhm.
then I saw that, Jon-Luc did a fashion show. We're going to talk about that too,
Mhm.
where everybody was all blinged out and pink and beautiful and pink and powerful. But thank you for saying yes, first and foremost.
Mhm.
And it's something because tonight's show, and I do see that she is on and she's probably going to cry and all this other stuff and, and say, oh my gosh. But tonight's show is dedicated to my amazing, beautiful, strong, powerful mother. Her name is
Wow.
Annie, and she's here right now. Hey there, Mama.
Oh,
I see
yes.
you. I see you made it. It is
Hello, Mama.
it is dedicated to my mom, and it is dedicated to all of our powerful warriors, overcomers, survivors of breast cancer. And this show is dedicated for breast cancer awareness. And so, what makes this truly unique is, Carla, you and I have a connection with my mother, right?
Yes.
Why don't you, in all of the many different talents and things that you have and you do, could you tell them what else it is that you do and how we are connected, me, you, and my mom? I'll let you tell it.
Okay. So actually, I'm also an actress, and I was cast for the role of Juva's mother in this play, The Pink Tackle Box, that was written by Juva. And so I'm actually her mother's stunt, her stunt double.
Yes,
And it was an honor to actually play that role, and I was so nervous and afraid, especially the night when you said your mother was in the audience, because it was just something about her judging me, or said, oh yeah, I would have never said that, I would have never done it like that, or I was just thinking, is she going to be proud, am I going to do her proud? So I was a nervous wreck backstage, like, oh my god, it didn't matter nobody else in the audience, but it was just your mother. But it was truly an honor to actually play that role, to bring it to life, for you, what you had written. um it was a success. It was absolutely a beautiful, powerful script in itself. And I know it changed so many lives. It touched all of our lives. It really took our cast to some different places.
yeah.
So it was an honor to work and be stunt double mama.
That's right. That's right. Well, speaking of mom, why don't we go ahead and just take a quick purpose break and check in with some of our purpose friends, because I see that they're coming. I see that they're on here. And you guys, I was trying not to have this little light all up in all this glare in my glasses, but y'all know I can't really see without them too well. So Welcome, 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 my purpose friends. Thank you guys for coming in and checking Carla and I out on the purpose conversation tonight. And of course, in the building, I'm showing where there's my mother, Annie, and she has said, wow, very well said. And of course, Tiki J is in the building. Hey there, Tiki J. And Tiki J actually played Juva in the Pink Tackle Box. Tiki J played Carla's daughter, of course. Um, and she said, hey, hey, beautiful people. And then she also says, Mama Carla, because of course Carla is the industry mama.
That's
Absolutely.
one of my
Oh,
babies.
yes, that's one of your babies. And you and Tiki have also worked on several other projects. We'll dig into it. And mom
Mhm.
has some little emoji. I cannot tell what it is, but there's an emoji
Mhm.
there. But I'm pretty sure she was smiling or crying or something. And she said, thank you. It was an honor of you playing me. Aw,
Oh, she's gonna
absolutely.
make me cry.
I
You worried about
know,
her
I
crying?
know, I know. But it's always an honor to have my purpose friends in here, because without my purpose friends, without all of you, then there wouldn't be a purpose conversation. So I greatly thank you always for your love and your support. And if you guys have any questions or any comments during the show, please feel free. And Carla and I are just going to dig on in there. So Carla,
Mhm.
I know that you were tell people you are a costumer, you are a
Mhm.
PA, you are a model, you are a designer and the CEO of Jon-Luc.
Luke.
Jon-Luc. Let me get it right. Jon-Luc. I told you I
Mhm.
wanted to give it something else, but it's just like it
Right.
spelled. If
Mhm.
you would, could you tell us about your brand, your baby? Because this is your pandemic baby.
Right.
Tell us about it. How did you, out of all the multiple passions and talents that you have, what made you decide that I'm going to go for it and I'm going to do this, and it's taken off? This is Tell us about your pandemic baby, your pandemic business that just boomed.
So I just, during the pandemic, I turned 50. And so that year was a year of enlightenment.
Yeah.
And it showed me that life was very short because it was a lot going on around us. It was loss, it was prosperity, elevation. It was a
Hmm.
lot. It was a variety of things going on around us. But God was keeping us, and he was urging me to move into that purpose, and he kept saying, I'm faithful, and I'm going to give you the desire of your heart. It was me thinking like this, not thinking 30, 40 years back, when I dreamed of being a designer, that he would actually give it to me at 50. But
Wow.
he did.
Yes.
And when I just started, I just said, you know what, I'm going to do it. And see, in college, I was designing gowns for drag queens and stuff like that to pay for school. And I would do a little here and a little there. But then I started doubting myself at 50. Your vision and everything is gone. you know. So
Yes,
I was coming
girl.
up with every excuse but to listen to what God was telling me that he had me.
Hmm.
And I said, you know what? I'm going to step out. And I talked to my husband about it, and he was the one came up with the name, actually.
Really?
Yes, because he said if we had had another son, he was going to name him Jon-Luc. It was somebody from Star Wars, but it
Okay.
sounds like it's from England.
Yes.
And my brand is, that Victorian steampunk,
Yes.
and it just worked.
It
So,
How fitting. How fitting.
and I was invited to do a show in Nashville, and I just started designing. And I had a mentor, um, Angela. She just kind of was helping me with certain stitches and things that I had forgotten, or I
Mhm.
thought I had forgotten. And before I know it, it was all coming back to me like riding a bike. And
Wow.
There it was. Here I
Wow.
am. Here I am.
And it is amazing, first of all, that, and you know what, Carla, maybe it's something about this thing about turning 50, because of course, I turned 50 last November. I'm about to be
Hmm.
51 here in a couple of weeks.
Right?
But it's like at 50, all of a sudden something just kicked in,
Right.
and you're like, I am gonna do this daggone thing.
Yeah.
And to see, it's encouraging to me to see that you said yes. You said
Hmm.
yes, I'm going to step out and I'm going to just do this thing. And it's obvious what God had for you, because you've been blessed the whole time.
Right.
And I think it's so awesome that the hubby was able to put a name to this thing.
Right.
You're Jon-Luc. You're
Right.
Jon-Luc, and how it's so fitting with the style of your designs. And I know that you are picking up, international eyes, because this is, I
Yes.
mean, you have some amazing work. And
Thank
I
you.
absolutely love it. Now, when are you gonna grace the when you're gonna come to Charlotte? Because I know you guys were supposed to. There was a show that was postponed, or you had to postpone. But what are our dates looking like? I'm trying to get you in Charlotte. I know you want me back in
So
Atlanta, and I'm coming. But
I'm actually we were invited to do Charlotte Sing, and which is a big one in Charlotte.
okay.
And she told me that she wasn't accepting short or curvy models,
Oh,
but my brand it encompasses all shapes and sizes,
yeah.
seams and all that. She saw different shapes and sizes. So I told her, thank you, but we'll pass on this.
Oh, come on,
And
Charlotte.
so in the meantime, because,
I said, come on, Charlotte.
huh? Yeah, yeah, Charlotte was showing out. So that's why we didn't make it to Charlotte. So, but everybody was just saying, Carla, do your own thing. So in my mind, I see a cirque, like a Cirque Soleil,
Yes.
if I'm pronouncing that
Yeah.
correctly, Cirque du Soleil.
Uh-huh.
And I can see my stuff actually putting on a show like that and traveling. So that is my goal. So I will be bringing Jon-Luc to Charlotte.
Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
it will be Jon-Luc coming. So I won't be probably coming like for somebody else's show. I'm going to bring that show to Charlotte.
Oh, please do. Please do.
Yes,
Oh my
because
goodness.
it's very theatrical. You've seen the girls walking in.
Yes.
It's something to see. It's something to see.
And it's so funny because I know that Tiki J is a model, and you look at models, you like, oh man, I can do this, because I even told you, I was like, oh, I want to wear some, but girl, everybody can't model.
Right,
That requires some skill. It's hard for
right,
me to even to take instruction and take pictures and to take
right,
pictures. So I'm like, I know that I probably couldn't rip the runway, but all of point 0.5 seconds. My feet hurt and all this other stuff, but I will definitely be in the building, and I will. Oh my gosh, let's make sure that can happen, and however I can
yes,
assist in any way,
yes,
you let me know. And yeah, the purpose conversation will be right up there in the building too. We'll come. That would be great. That would be dope.
yes.
That would be
Because you have got to be in, you got to be in person to see it.
yes,
You got to be in person. You got to come see it for yourself. And the last show with the octopus,
yes, the octopus.
it just around the octopus, and that was fun. So it was interesting.
No, no,
You just never know what's going to come out of
I
that head.
never. And you know what? First of all, I've never seen an octopus look that good.
Right.
Like, I was like, it's purple and royal and fabulous. And
Yes.
you also had like a ladybug. It looked like a ladybug or a ladybug. It was, oh my gosh. You are absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Thank
And
you.
let me ask you, I saw that you did a show where there was all these beautiful people just blinged out in all sorts and all shades of pink. Tell me
Mhm.
about that particular show. What is it that I saw?
So that was we were Jon-Luc was invited to walk in the Models Against Cancer. And that's a big show that Jay sister JJ she puts on here in Atlanta, and it's just really near and dear to her heart. And I met her when she first came to Atlanta, and I was actually the recipient when I was battling breast cancer when she first came. So I received that award 2 years ago. So she invited me to first come back as a presenter. And then she was
Hmm.
like, "No, I want you to show your line."
Yeah,
So it was an honor for me to be able to show, and we did the pink. So I showed the pink line with the
yes,
birds and all that.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was the Models Against Cancer.
And I absolutely just loved every shot. I was like, oh yeah, they were killing it. They were killing it, and you looked like you guys were having a good time. And
Yes.
recently, I saw Tiki rip the runway, and a couple of other absolutely fabulous women. Was that the last show that you guys just did? Could you tell?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, that was the one. Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So you do have a lot of models that are different shapes, sizes, hues. What is all of that about? Because yeah, typically, and people don't realize that you're a short lady. You're a short lady,
Right.
and you have been
Right.
in this modeling game for a minute. We have every year there's the Atlanta's hottest, ATL's hottest awards.
Mm-hmm.
You have taken curvy model for years, for a few seasons. So where did this all come from to decide that, hey, I'm going to break outside of the norm, and I'm gonna hire those short girls. I'm gonna hire those curvy girls. So what is your inspiration with all of your models? How do you select them? How can someone look you up and say, hey, Carla, I want to rock some of your stuff? What do you look for in a model?
So my biggest thing is if they could be theatrical, because my line is very dramatic and very theatrical. So they have to be able to become that garment. If they're
Mm,
wearing the ladybug or the octopus or the birds, they need to become whatever that garment is. If they have on a crinoline, they need to be Victorian. If they're going to have
mm,
on the gloves and the hat, they need to go all the way back to the 1800s. And most of them, they yearn for that. They want to put those garments on. I love it. I
yes.
absolutely love it, Juva. One girl, she wasn't even on my roster, and she stood there. She said, "I'm not on your roster, but I'm going to stand here because I know you got something I can wear." And I couldn't help but put her in something because she was determined.
She was a
But, it's a matter of them just like getting into character
yes.
and their attitude. Some models just think like they've arrived and they should be paid $1 million, and they really haven't arrived, and they have the worst nasty attitudes. I
Yeah.
just don't really like working with them. um and as far as the curves, oh my goodness, I find it easier. A lot of some designers rather work with the really thin standard models, they call
Yeah.
them, but
Mhm.
I love the curves. It's easier for me to sew for them, the with the
Okay.
hips and the breasts and the butts, even the what they call them, the fupas.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can camouflage those. It's just I love curves. It just, to me, it makes the clothes look, they hang better to me. And the curvy models, their attitudes on the runway, They just, oh my goodness, they go in their personalities, they're fun, they're divas, they rock it. They just, oh my goodness, they are a lot of fun. So I absolutely love the curvy models. I really do. Short, tall, but I have them all.
That's
Thin,
right.
tall, short. I have males too.
Oh,
Males, transgender. I've worked with them all.
there you go. And it's so funny because one of the things that I'm able to easily see, even if it's just in print, I'm able to capture they are in a zone, a totally different
Yeah,
zone. It's not like your traditional model. It's like I can tell that they are in character, and I think that's
right.
what sets them. That's what sets them apart. That's what sets this brand apart. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
yeah,
Yeah, no wonder they are kind of eating you up right now. And it's like it went
yeah.
boom.
I
Absolutely.
love it.
I
I
love it.
love it.
I
Even
love it.
they when they had the gas mask on or the goggles, they just, or you saw the dive helmet where she had the
Yes,
dive helmet on, but she had the gown, the
yes.
long I love it. She still rocked it, even with
You
the
see that?
diving helmet on.
Isn't
She
that
was
something?
just beautiful. She made it so beautiful coming down the runway. And she was loving it. She just didn't even want to take it off. She didn't want to take it off. They're a mess. Oh my goodness. And that Tiki, oh, I absolutely love her. She
Yes.
wore the bird cage um design, part of the bird cage. And she rocked that. The
Say she was a
pants with the bird
birdcage.
cage, she rocked it.
Say the
She
prettiest
looked really good in it.
birdcage.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
I
She
love it.
did.
I love
I
it.
I love them. I love them. I have a good group of models.
That's
I love
awesome.
them. I
That
absolutely love them.
that is awesome. Well, um, if you would, could you tell us who inspires you in this game, in this industry?
Oh goodness. I would have to say that inspires me, it would have to be Sheer Prelate. And that is a avant-garde designer because they design over the top, like they'll put a box on their head, and just the way they design is avant-garde,
Okay.
out of the box kind of stuff. It's not, they'll have a tree limb, but it looks really beautiful, but it's a tree limb,
Mhm.
or a metal shield, as a garment here, but a gown. I can't really describe it the way my mind thinks like theirs. And like I would love to dress Lady Gaga.
Oh
I
yeah.
really would love to dress Lizzo. I
Yeah.
really would love to dress her.
Ah,
Um,
girl, we got the hashtag Lizzo.
I've reached out to her because I want to dress her so bad. Lady Gaga, I've reached out to Pink, the ones that like the Met Gala,
Yeah.
like I would be perfect. Like my garments would be perfect at the Met Gala. Like
Yes.
I could really pull some stuff out the box for that.
I'm just inspired by the creativity and the way you think. And you are out the box. And it is absolutely beautiful and breathtaking and different. And I absolutely love the brand. And of course, my purpose friend Tiki J, she says, you know I love you, and that she's gonna rock with Jon-Luc for life.
Right.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Now, can you tell me what is probably the most challenging part that you have experienced right now, maybe in this industry, or something that was challenging that you had to just kind of overcome? Because you never know who is watching us, who may be faced with a specific challenge right at this moment. Maybe it's somebody that's right now that's going through. Cancer treatments. We know how difficult that can be, and because we're dedicating this show, what is it something that you've overcome that you probably didn't see initially that you could, but something that you could share with our purpose friends that are overcoming something or in the midst of it?
I would say I would say having to face like another diagnosis again. And the fear is not so much as a cancer diagnosis, it's the treatment, the cancer, the chemotherapy or the radiation. That's the horrific part of a diagnosis, because that's the stuff that tears your body down.
Yeah,
That's what leaves the aftermath, the neuropathy, the hearing, you have hearing loss, the it's not even as simple as the hair loss. You have other things that
yeah,
come along with it,
yes, ma'am, you do.
bone density issues. So it was like when they tell you, oh my goodness, you're gonna have to do this again, and you're like, oh, I really don't think I want to do that. And then you have to think. And I had to have a couple of, really serious questions, sit downs with my husband.
Hmm.
And he would tell me, Carla, you need to fight. We need you to fight. And along with, I also had PTSD from the
Yeah,
fire department. And for years I struggled with that. So when you face like really stressful situations, it triggers the
yeah,
PTSD.
yes,
So it was a combination of both, because if you start slipping into that depression, you have to really fight like hell to come back out, or
right,
you're gone.
yes.
And it was sometimes where he would just be outside the door praying,
Oh, girl,
or he would just grab my hand and he'd be like, I don't know what to do or how to do this, because you're always the stronger one. And I say, when all this fails, pray. And on the other hand, call mama.
that's right,
Like, you can always call mama.
that's
Because,
right,
I could tell some days he was really afraid, because he is used to me being strong. So you just have to look at your surroundings and find a reason to fight,
right,
because even the strongest people can get weak, Juva. And
yes,
and and
yes,
my family looks at me as being very strong, but I too have fallen weak. I
right,
really have. It's some things that I felt like I don't want to be bothered with that again. It's no way I can get to the other side. I'm tired, but here I am. So you can. You just got to find something and believe in the higher power that is for a purpose.
yes,
It's a
girl,
testimony, and it could be even like now, for somebody else to say, wait a minute, Carla says she did it. A, B, C, and D. She prayed, she believed, she fought. I can do that too.
that's
Or
right,
I never would have thought Carla, because she always strong. You
yeah,
know, that's
yeah,
the thing. Even for all of my industry kids, they that it has shocked even a few of them sometime
right,
that I fall weak,
right,
because they too think I'm really, really strong. They're prayer warrior, but I'm human too.
right,
So, but I have to look at it and say, I could do this, and I can
absolutely.
fight.
Absolutely, and you can fight. Wow. And it's so funny
Mhm.
because today, how social media. I put up a post today and I said, who's your positive friend? The person that no matter what, they always seem to always see the bright side of things. And as I was writing that, I was thinking of you because it's like I don't care. It doesn't matter what has happened, what has gone on, what has transpired. I can say, oh my goodness, girl, the sky done blew up. But you would always, you're the type, you are the type of friend that no matter what, you're always speaking life, and you're always seeing, you seem to see the bright side of things. And I think that I'm a pretty optimistic person. And I think that
Mhm.
I'm able to usually find the positive thing, but to be able to have that one friend, and you are that one friend to me. And I just want you to know that
Oh,
that when I did that post, I had you in mind because you it doesn't matter regardless of whatever it is, you are always able to see the bright side, and you are my positive friend, and you speak life. But I'm so glad that you put it out there that even the strong people, even the ones of us that are positive and we're always there for others, those of us that are
mhm,
always sowing our time and with a genuine heart,
right,
always there for others and doing. But sometimes we get weak too. And
right,
sometimes, and we're the prayer warriors, but every now and then we need y'all to pick us up in the spirit realm, honey, and
right, right,
pray for us too. So
right.
yeah. Wow. Well, if you would, what advice will you give to those other creatives out there? The ones that are over 30 years old or those that are brand new that are searching to do this thing. What would you say to that young man or woman who wants to be and do what Carla Jordan is doing at Jon-Luc? What advice would you give to them?
I would say believe in yourself and start.
Okay.
Start somewhere. Just start. Don't look at like where Tim, Jessica, Carla, Juva, like everybody else, don't look at where they are. Just start somewhere.
Hmm.
And you never know. You never know where you're going to end up. And just always remember God created you to be great. He
That's
created you
right.
to be great. He put something in you that all of us need. So you just need to start. You just
I
never know.
I love that. Just start. Just
Just
start.
start.
And sometimes you have to start exactly wherever you're at,
Right where you are.
where
I
you
was
are.
50
Yes, you're 50.
with 2100 vision. Like I should have a dog walking around with me. But the sewing machines they have now, they thread themselves.
What?
Who would have thought? You know?
What?
Yes. So that knocked that out. Like I couldn't even say, give that excuse. It just threads itself,
Wow.
So you
Technology
just
is
got to
something else.
start.
Just start. I love
Just
it.
start.
All right, y'all heard her. You guys heard her. Just start. Wherever you are, just start. Okay,
Mhm.
Carla, fun fact. Give us a fun fact about you. Maybe something that will, I mean, a lot of us are surprised that you were a daggone firefighter. That is like incredible. And that you made you have people that are ripping the daggone runway, making an octopus, ladybug, a bird in a bird cage look absolutely amazing. But if you would give us a fun fact about Carla.
A fun fact about Carla. Um, let's see. I was a clown. I went to clown school.
Get out of here. Now that
I did. I did.
get out of here. Who
So
goes to clown school? What?
so when you're in the fire service and you get pregnant, you can't be on the fire truck anymore. So the public safety training center had this clown class, for us to go teach the
What?
kids fire safety.
Oh,
So I went to the school and they actually taught us how to be a clown.
oh my gosh. And knowing you, you probably really enjoyed that too, didn't you?
I did. My name was Sapphire.
Oh, I love it. Oh,
Yeah.
she
Yep,
was probably
Sapphire.
one bad little clown though. Oh, I love it. That is too cute. Now that is a very very fun fact. Now also I because I know you, there is something that you have put out there, something that's on the inside of you. I'm all about pushing that purpose, and I know that we all have a story. But
Right.
Carla, and this is to make you accountable in public. You are a writer.
Mhm.
and you have started on your writing journey amongst all of the other things that you're doing. But you have a book that you're working on, and it is called Violets Are Blue. And I saw the cover, and the cover is freaking amazing. And because
Thank
I'm
you.
a writer and I'm a pusher of writers and all this other stuff, when can we expect to hear a little bit more about this writing project? What is our timeline? What we're gonna do? Do we need to get on the phone again and say, okay, girl, I need you to write, I need you to write, I need you to write? What's going on? What inspired you to write your story?
Oh my goodness. When I first came to you and I said I have got to finish this book, the spiritual warfare was extreme because of what's inclusive in that book.
Yeah,
The warfare was just outrageous.
you know
And
I
I
know.
think that's why I keep putting it back down. I have to I have to really deal with some things in that book.
Okay,
And when you understand where the name came from, violets are blue, you think about violets. They not only represent, happy, good things, but they also represent some deep, ugly things too. And the book is the character is London. Her name is London Wells, but it was some things. It says the subtitle was what you may learn just may heal you.
ooh, girl,
So there's some deep things got to
girl,
be shared in that book. And I started experiencing quite a bit of spiritual warfare.
yeah,
So I know I have to finish it. And that's why I definitely need an accountability, somebody to
okay,
hold me accountable.
okay. And I know that you're busy, and I know that you're doing your thing. But yeah, I think you and I need to get back on that. You and I need
Yeah,
to get back on that. And this goes
yeah.
for everybody that you know that you have been called to share a story. And it doesn't necessarily have to be your story, but you have been you have been told to share this particular topic, to share this particular thing, and maybe God has even given you a character like London,
Mhm.
to speak through. I encourage you to just start writing. Start where you are. Just start. Just start. But anyway, I just thought that I would put that out there, and I did tell you, hey, I want to mention that. So yeah, so people know that you are multi-talented, but maybe somebody else that knows you and loves you can say, "Hey, girl, you need to go ahead and write. Go ahead and write. Let's hear all about London." Okay, any current projects or upcoming events that you can speak on?
So, um, like I said, the biggest thing that I'm really looking forward to is the Savvy Kids, the winter. I'm designing a winter line to go with them in their magazine. That's going to be a big spread. So I'm real excited to work with those girls. I was invited to do New York Fashion Week, even though
Oh,
it's not until next September.
but
But
hey,
for Vogue Fashion, I've accepted that invitation, and that's going to be nice.
yes,
And
I want
I
to
also
go.
received the invitation to be a part of Art Meso, which
Okay,
is right down my alley. Like it's just art on the runway. That's a pretty big deal. So I'm looking forward to working on a collection for those. It's a lot to look forward to. So I'm excited.
you
I'm
should
excited.
be. You should be, Carla. That is like freaking
Yes,
awesome.
I'm excited about those three things, and of course the Jean-Luc Day Soleil.
The Jean-Luc de
That's
Soleil.
my biggest thing
I
because
love
I
it.
definitely can see it. I can see it coming to different towns, and it's a show. It's a theatrical show.
I cannot wait. And I don't even know what part I'm gonna play in it, but I know you're gonna have
You
me.
gonna be in there?
I know I'm gonna be there
Yes.
somewhere. Absolutely. Are there
Yes.
any shout outs?
Oh my goodness. I definitely have to shout out baby girl Tiki.
Tiki J.
Um just oh my goodness, all of my industry kids, they are doing big things. I'm so proud of all of them. All of you guys. I'm so proud of them. Um just the amazing models, the models that have embraced Jon-Luc,
Yes.
everybody, the photographers, just the industry right now, period. It's just, I just have to shout them all out.
Yeah.
Everybody's been great. This
Yep.
has been an amazing journey for me. So
Beautiful.
I think that's, and my family,
And
my
your family.
family, definitely have to shout out my family because they have been very supportive. And my sons, they're the backbone of Jon-Luc. They travel with me. They carry around all of that stuff. They just,
I love it.
and they just kind of keep everything in order, because this show here was the first we've done in Atlanta. All of our
Okay.
shows have been in other states.
Yeah.
So this was our first time doing a show here at home. So
Beautiful. Beautiful.
they've been right there beside me.
Yeah, got to give a
So
shout out to the boys.
yes, shout out to my sons. Shout out to the family.
Love it. And how can we connect with you, Carla?
So you can connect with me on TikTok, the Jon-Luc brand, on Instagram, the Jon-Luc brand, and of course, Facebook is Carla M. Jordan. And on IG, I also have a Carla Jordan 911.
Okay.
So any of those avenues, you can find me.
So now we're going to have people that say, hey, I want you to bring your show here. People that say, hey, I want to model for you and all this other good
Yes.
stuff. We'll make sure that we go back in and plug all of your handles in the show notes. But this has been absolutely amazing. I wanted to see if check in with any of my purpose friends. I see several of them are still on and they've just been sending fire and just loving on you. And anyway, lots of shout outs. So I want to thank my purpose friends again for just always coming in and always showing up. You are amazing. And for those that are catching on repeat, because I know that you do, because I see you come in all the time, I want to say thank you ahead of time for checking us out. Carla, any final words, any final thing you want to say?
Oh my goodness. Thank you for having me. I've enjoyed your purpose family. I've enjoyed just being a part. This has been so much fun. I've been looking forward to this all week.
Thank
And
you.
oh my goodness, this has been amazing. It's
You
been
are
amazing. So
amazing.
thank you for everybody that tuned in. And just remember to start. Believe in yourself. You were created to be great.
That's right. Believe in yourself. You are created to be great. I told y'all she was my positive friend. I told you. I told you. Who's your positive friend? Carla M. Jordan is my positive friend. And Carla, thank you so, so, so very much. It's been an absolute honor and a privilege. Thank you for your yes coming onto the purpose conversation, especially during purpose conversation that I dedicate to my mom. So
Yes.
thank you so much. And this was absolutely fitting. I wish you much, 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 much success. Um, I'm going to be a part of Jon-Luc at in some capacity. In
Yes.
some capacity,
Absolutely.
even if I just had to sit back and
Absolutely.
just enjoy the experience and enjoy the show, because I know you, and I know you're gonna bring it. If you made a daggone octopus look good, girl. Yeah, I can't. I absolutely cannot wait. Cannot wait. Okay, guys. So we're gonna get ready to call it a night next Sunday. This coming Sunday. I want you to make sure that you stay tuned. You come on in, and check us out. I'm gonna have one of my purpose friends. I call her. I say she is the hardest working woman in ATL. The hardest. I mean, goodness gracious. If you know Atlanta, you know anything about promotions or anything like that, you know Miss Vegas. And Miss Vegas is gonna be up in the building, and she's gonna be fun and inspiring. And I absolutely can't wait. I thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, I want to encourage you to continue to seek, discover, and to pursue your purpose. This is the Purpose Conversation. I love you, and I'll see you on Sunday. Bye bye. Bye, Carla.